Hello.
Well, hello.
Isn't this
Hello,
better?
lady. Yes, it's fine.
Okay. Hey guys,
Hey, guys.
come on in.
Come on in, y'all. What do you tell the people? Tell them.
Come
Welcome.
on in. Welcome. Take a seat.
So, for those just tuning in and you don't know who the heck we are, which I'm not sure how that's physically possible, but we are ORNOT Podcast. We took a small hiatus, but we are back in action. And I am her co-host, Tasha Mack, and I am her big sister. And who are you?
And I am Danielle, and I'm her little sister.
And we have the same parents, and we're real sisters. People should know, you people have sisters, but you're my sister, but you might not be my sister. So I just thought people should know.
Yes.
So today is a comeback. We are back in action. I'm smiling because I can see people in the backstage, and he has on my merch. So I love. But anyways, we are back. This is just an Or Not Returns episode. If you are tuned in and listening in your ears when you download this on Apple and everywhere else, we are just coming back talking about all the things that have been missed since we've been gone, since you've been gone.
Yeah. I would have heard from the first time.
Yep, that. So, Charles, that's your song. So we are back and we're just gonna talk about everything. We're just gonna kick it like we were at home. And we have Charles in charge back. He has a topic to discuss. And Marquita is back with a very specific hot topic. And then you're just gonna kick it with the sisters for a little bit. So how was your weekend?
Oh, I had a great weekend. What?
So listen, right? I was watching one of our old videos, and you asked me. This is going to be one that we'll get to replay and play them back to back. So you asked me, you like, well, girl, you are acting like you are just living the life, and I was like,
Oh,
girl,
that's right. I remember
living the life.
You are.
So that was a moment where you did the same exact thing. Why was your weekend so great?
I don't know. I tried Nigerian food this weekend. I just hung out at the house and it was just very relaxed. I got to catch up on Married at First Sight on Netflix last year's season. So I'm finally catching on to this guy named Chris that you and Mom were talking about last year.
You're just Chris and Paige.
Chris and Paige. It's a disaster. So it's been very entertaining to say the least. And it just shows you that dating is trash out there. And it's just a great example, especially in Atlanta.
So speaking of Nigerian food, Danielle ordered for everyone watching, and I have to send the link out to like a zillion people. I'm a little behind, but Danielle ordered Nigerian food, and I guess it's connected to our business email. So I get an email. I get a text message that I ordered Nigerian food in Atlanta. The first thing I thought was I'm being scammed.
But I feel like you should have like context clues, like Danielle ordered. Well, like Nigerian.
Why would it come to my phone though? That's not a context clue. I should not be getting a text message that you're ordering food. Here's a confirmation from Tum Tum Cuisine. I'm like, what?
But it was on BHBA PR.
I didn't know that, and I didn't know my phone number was associated to that. So tell a funny story. Tell where the end of the story ends.
The story is that I ordered this food and I drove to the place. I got the address off of the screenshot that Tasha sent me that said she thought it was a scam. So I got the address off of there, and I'm driving to the place, looking for the place. And the area looked familiar because I feel like I went over there before. I'm like, where is this place? I don't see it. I get out the car. And at this point, we start asking people in the shopping center, like, what is this? They're like, oh, I don't think she's really down there anymore.
You already paid for it?
Yes. I still have to do a dispute.
So you never got the food?
Not from there.
So I think it's just funny that the one time I thought it was a scam and I did not use my contest, it really was a scam.
It was. I was like a little hot about it, but I mean, at the end of the day, I did get I got to try it. We've just found another place, but yeah, it was good. What'd you do this weekend?
I don't even remember. It's weird. I feel like by Sunday night, Monday morning, I just forget. Like I have this meet with one of my clients, I'll say, on Mondays. And every Monday it's like, how was your weekend, Natasha? What was that? How did things go? And to be honest, I don't remember none of it. It's like it was like a blur. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could tell you.
You can tell me what I did this weekend?
Well,
I took a yoga class.
You had a little brunch thing. You had the thing at Norfolk State.
Well, that was Thursday, but let's recap. You're right. So Thursday, I actually did a yoga session with Norfolk State University's women's basketball team before their MEAC, games, and they won. They are now the champions. So apparently they were extremely relaxed because of your girl over here, and so that was cool. And then Saturday we did sunrise yoga. That was amazing. It was a really good crowd. I think I went to see Scream.
Oh, I saw Creed. Did you see Creed? You saw Creed. Okay.
Yes, we could discuss that too. Wait a minute. Do you have the agenda up? Because I don't know what time everybody comes in.
It's time to stop with this, honestly.
Okay, real quick. So Scream was really good. So for people who like scary movies or even are just big Scream fans from all of the Scream movies, this was the best one yet. I believe it's supposed to be the final, but the way it ended, I don't really agree with that. But I do recommend everyone go see Scream. But Creed was amazing. You enjoyed it?
I will go see it again.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too. Good.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, and the commercials for everyone is gone. I don't know where they are, so
okay,
I have to work on that.
All right, no problems.
Time, so we can just go ahead and bring Charles in.
So, for those that don't know, we have segments of our show. We have Charles in Charge. We have been gone since September, so this is why we're giving everybody an intro again. One segment is Charles in Charge. He's about to come on now, and this is his time where he takes charge. We sit back, we listen, we laugh, we give him our 2 cents, and then that's it. So here he goes.
Yeah, woo! Hey. Finally back, feeling good. We're gonna call this Sunday sensational. Usually I'd say sensational Saturday, but we're gonna call it sensational Sunday since we on the air.
We missed you. We've missed you. Did you miss us?
I missed y'all as well. Oh my goodness, it feels great to be back. Felt like an eternity.
Yes.
Okay, Charles. Okay.
Don't say okay. Because you know it's factual. It did feel like an eternity.
Hold on.
Think about it.
I just want you to tell you that your hoodie is absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you. I look, and folks, if y'all listening, this can be purchased on Tasha Mack's merch site. Mind your business and drink your water. I'm all for it.
Tell them again, Charles. Since Charles said, since you said we've been gone for an eternity, you must have something good to tell us.
Ooh, I have a lot to tell us. So during our hiatus, there's been a series of events. So many events in hip hop, because that's where we're going to start here tonight. So many events in hip hop, I figure I just crush it up and put it into one big tough love letter.
Okay.
So today's segment is a tough love letter to hip hop. Okay. And it's not, and we're going to use some interesting words when we describe hip hop, because right now the culture is definitely hateful, ignorant. They like to inflict their pain on others, and we'll say hazardous, definitely offensive, and definitely paranoid. That's how we're designing hip hop tonight. So there's been various events, various killings, various issues within the community, right? And hip hop, for the love of hip hop, we're losing so many different people. And I want to talk about this segment to where how can we flip this? Because right now we're going down a deep abyss that we can't come back from, and it's terrible. It's shameful. It's heartbreaking. And a lot of the music that we've come up on is just disappearing and being thrown in the abyss. And we're being mixed in with all this craziness that's happening in the world of hip hop. So, for all the folks out there, if you feel what I'm saying, I would love to hear your thoughts on it, because now what's happening with hip hop, we're mixing lives, fashions, these weird red space boots, astro boots, or whatever you want to call it, and we're calling it fashion. Like, what are we doing here? What happened to the music? The music is suffering and the fashion is getting worse. Where are we? Where are we as a society when it comes to music? De La Soul, we just lost a member of De La Soul, and right before when their music was about to start streaming on Spotify, that was a breath of fresh air. I was listening to De La Soul like pretty much all weekend, but all these other artists, I mean, it's just sad. It's a sad time for hip hop.
Do you have an example of like an artist that you think is contributing to this?
Blueface.
Hmm.
Blueface and the projection of their toxic relationship on reality TV. Blueface and his girlfriend. Every time you look, they're fighting.
Yeah.
They're projecting that negative relationship stereotype that we don't need on TV. And for him to be part of the hip hop community, that's why I say that I would use that as a perfect example. Then every other week, it's a new beef. Somebody stole the lyrics. They got issues. It's all craziness. But I use Blueface definitely as an example.
You know what confuses me with that whole Blueface thing? Like, and
What's that?
Marquita's not here to correct us because she probably knows it to a T. But the young lady, the girlfriend of Blueface, I'm not even gonna say her name. It's no point. But she wasn't she like a track star?
Yeah.
It's so concerning to see this turn, unless there's something that I don't see or I don't know. Maybe, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't dibble and dabble in shade room mess. So I don't know like the backgrounds, but from what I've seen, it's like she looked like she was on the right track. And now this is so embarrassing to watch.
Yeah, it is. It's an abyss. And it's terrible.
I have a question. That's more like culture though. That's not necessarily.
But what is he saying? Or what is he? Help me
understand. Tatiana. That was his song. But the
how
thing
does that go?
I don't know.
Tatiana.
I don't know.
That was the name of the song.
Y'all don't got a beat or something?
I don't know I don't know the song.
So Charles,
I just know that the name of the song.
How is he important in hip hop? Because I just don't even know the song.
Well, that's my thing. Is like do you have another example, Charles, of like somebody who is?
Charles, we are challenging you. We're bringing Charles.
All right, you want to?
Marquita is singing it. I think she knows it. But like someone
we are not bringing her on for y'all to hear her sing it. I'm sorry, because we are not giving Tatiana any love. Go ahead.
I would. You know what? I'll even say just an example. Lil Bootsy.
Okay. What song?
Well, Bootsy Badass. He's going back and forth with Tiana. Lord have mercy. T.I. Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Back and forth with T.I. because he says T.I. told on somebody.
I think what you're saying is like the state of hip hop is kind of in crisis.
Hip hop culture. Hip hop culture.
It's both because hip hop is culture.
Hip hop drives culture.
Hip hop drives culture. So like it doesn't help that we have trash music now. Let's be real. The music out is absolutely trash. And now the culture around it is even worse. So it's almost like it's killing it. To me, it's like the culture is killing hip hop.
It is. And look at what happened to Takeoff, right? The situation that happened with Takeoff, and how many blogs and blog posts are just going back and forth. Artists are getting involved. Nobody's making music. Everybody's just on a new podcast.
Yeah.
Talking about that situation. Or we got these old school artists talking about past beefs J Hood and Styles P. A 20-year-old situation just now pops up on the internet.
So
Where's the music?
Is there a way to fix this?
A way to fix this would start from upper management, meaning I would say the older, well, they call them themselves the OGs. Let's exhibit OG-ish behavior.
Who's the OG? Is that like a
maybe like Diddy,
a Slick Rick?
Diddy, a Slick Rick.
No, not I don't think Slick Rick. I don't think Slick.
Why Slick Rick don't fit?
I don't think Slick Rick is the one for the job.
But you know what? Jay-Z would be a one for the job. A Nas would be the one for the job.
Nas.
Not saying that they don't say anything, but we're just not seeing it publicly.
About Slick Rick, so.
You know, and it's just like to a lot of these artists, it's just like, look, let's get back to making the music, the fun music that we enjoyed. I would love to hear another Buddy in my lifetime. Sorry, I'm in my native tongues and De La Soul mode today, so forgive me, y'all. I would love to see that.
You know, I think it's funny that you brought it up because I think it's sad that our children don't have real hip hop music.
No.
They do not. I think it stopped at my sister's 7. My sister is 7 years younger than me, but I think it stopped around her time, and then that was it. Like she might have got a good run, but even Danielle leans on our generation of music. You get what I'm saying? So when I told someone the other day, I was in the car. My kid is driving. For all those that we've been gone long enough that Elijah wasn't driving, and now he's driving. So he's driving, so he uses my car, and so the Bluetooth, right? And so he gets in the car, and he hear Nas is playing, right? It's a Nas song from The Message, and so he's like, you playing is the Bluetooth hooked up to my phone? No, this is my phone. He's like, what you doing listening to this? First of all, young sir, your middle name is Nas's middle name for a reason. One, I listen to Nas like the Bible. So, but the funny thing is, I'm like, why are you listening to that instead of listening to your own? That was what I was thinking in my head. But then a friend of mine, shout out, his name is Charles. Shout out to Charles in LA. A friend of mine brought it to my attention that the reason they lean on our music is because their music is trash. So that's where Nas and Jay-Z and Biggie and Pac and all that comes in, is because they have Blueface.
Yeah, so, Lord have mercy.
Where do you have to lean on now? You know what I mean? So it's just interesting to watch the revolution of it, because it really is bad.
It really is. It really is. And the game, I love the game's music, but you know, bruh, like, why are we promoting the gang life?
Right.
I know you talk about it in your music, but when you go on these interviews and everything and you flagged up and everything else, what do you think the kids are going to want to do?
And are you living the gang life game?
I hope not.
Right.
I hope not.
He's too old. He's got too much money. He's not doing any of that. So, like, please don't speak about, you're still not in it. So let it go.
No. Let it go.
I think we're over time. I think you're over time.
I know. We can come back to this.
If you could please check the chat in the background. There is
in the chat.
We'll say wrap it up.
Oh, it does?
Yes. Yes, it does. Look, we're a little rusty, but we here.
I'm here to keep you on task.
That's what I'm talking about. Job well done.
Well, Charles, any lasting words, Charles? Any lasting words?
I'm just gonna say to everyone out there, have an amazing week. Spread some love. It doesn't cost you anything to be good to people. And get the shirt. Get the hoodie. Drink your water and mind your business.
Hello.
Love y'all.
Thanks so much, Charles. We will see you soon. Thank you.
All right. Later.
All right. So, guys, next up we have Marquita Hot Topics. I will say Marquita is taking a little change for the better. Marquita has decided that she will do one topic a week. That gives her time to dig, and you get to hear all how she feels about that one topic. We'll put our 2 cents in. But instead of her running down all the celebrity juice that we all don't need to hear, she's planning on just picking one. This was Marquita's choice, by the way. I just want everyone to know. And I'm sure she's probably going to come in singing that goddamn song. And Marquita, you better not. Nobody wants to.
If you want to come in and sing it, come on in.
Bust down, Tatiana, bust down. Bust down, Tatiana, bust down. Boom, 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 boom. It gonna sound like that. It gonna sound like that. Hey, y'all, we back like Cook Snack in 4 seats on the Cadillac. Oh. But hey, y'all. So look at here now. Me and Charles, we feel the same way. This celebrity news so trash. Today, I want to talk about dogs. That's how trash the celebrity news is. Like, you know what's up, Charlie? Hey, girl. Y'all know I be struggling with these curls. But yeah, the state of hip hop, the culture, all of that is trash. Like it's nothing to talk about. All of these celebrities is telling all. They talking about all the little freaky deaky, sneaky peeky secrets. Don't nobody want to hear about that. Don't nobody want to hear about all of that 20 years ago, who slept with who and who fought who and who was in jail with who. That happened 20 years ago. Y'all talking about people that's 1 dead, 2 irrelevant. Like we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that no more. All the old school people, just be quiet. Jay Prince, T.I., Boosie, y'all the grandfathers now. Go ahead, sit down, take care of your grandkids. Well, Boosie, you just sit down.
Look, you are getting caught up in the hot topic.
You're getting caught up in the hot topic, but you know, I had to let my people know that I'm not gonna be up here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. We seen enough. Go to the shade room, y'all. We grown over here, okay? So let's talk about these people and these dogs, y'all. Because
before you talk about these people and these dogs, explain to us why dogs this is now a topic.
That's what I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you the whole shebangy. So on the 1st of March, my little 12-pound Yorkie poo was attacked by my neighbor's dog that stay across the street. And the thing about it is I take my baby to school in the morning. I forgot my keys in the house. I go get my keys, and this little miniature pony come from across the street charging. And my baby, my dog was trying to protect my baby. And you know, like I said, this dog is a mini pony. Mine is only 12 pounds, but you can't tell her she ain't a pit bull inside. All these little dogs, they go hard in the paint. Hey, all these little dogs be going hard in the paint. And let me tell you something. If the mailman probably think I'm in here like DMX. I got the Rockwallers, I got the pit bulls, I got all the dogs. But when you open up that door, she ain't gonna do nothing but lick your feet. But that's neither here nor there. So when, you know what I'm saying, she gonna protect her family. Yes, that thing was a miniature ugly pony. I don't even know. I hope the girl ain't watching. Your dog is ugly. But anywho, so, you know, I'm like, first of all, people with big dogs, let me tell y'all something. You big horse carrying, I love to pick up miniature Lego size poops. Keep that mess to yourself, because we don't understand when y'all dogs are just being dogs. Keep that motherfucker in a straitjacket, because y'all right here thinking that he's so cute, he's never attacked anybody, he's so mild mannered, he wouldn't do that. Yes, he would. The nigga got teeth, and if he got teeth and he can breathe, the dog is gonna attack another dog. So keep your dog ain't have no leash. My other neighbor had to get her a rope to tie around the dog. You don't even have the leash.
The lady they had to make the lady sit on the dog.
Yes, in order for the dog to leave my dog alone, because my dog ended up running under my car. But in order for her to control her dog, because she didn't have a leash or anything on the dog, she had to literally lay on the dog. And I'm like, first of all,
it's a whole problem.
Right. First of all, he about the same size as you. That's why you had to lay on the daggone dog anyway. You can't call him, and y'all can't call these dogs when they in dog mode. Foo foo fee fee. If they big, they not gonna listen to you. They don't want to hear that mess. Okay. So now I got to deal with all of this mess of taking my dog to the emergency room. 3 broken ribs. She got holes in her chest where when she breathed, her breath is rattling in her chest. She got all that, and this big pony over here. Stop! I don't even know what she named the dog, but I'm gonna name it Genuine. Genuine, because it's a pony over here that ain't got nothing. They lick a scratch on him. And my dog is sitting up here, got on a daggone cast, looking like 50 Cent. I should show y'all my dog, but she might be embarrassed. She probably don't even want to be out here looking like this. We're not even going, and she around here looking like 50 Cent because they got the cast so tight on her that her hair is sticking out. And it look like my baby got muscles on. So I'm just like, this is a pain in the ass. And then let me tell you, y'all think hospitals will milk you? Baby, after this week, I feel like a cow because these veterinarian doctors do not play. I was in the emergency room first. They talking about something. Yeah, you might have to put your dog down. First of all, veterinarian office, stop telling people that that you're gonna put their dogs down. That is not the answer for everything. Y'all got drugs back there. Draw my damn dog up and stop talking about you gonna put my damn dog down. I don't want to hear that.
How much was the bill? How much was the bill?
So first off, they gave us the estimate talking about the bill was gonna be $1,700. If you don't have no money like that, keep your dog on a leash.
And they not gonna do nothing to your dog. And I don't know if people know that about vets. They don't
exactly. The emergency room will not blink at your dog until you pay that estimate first. And it's an estimate. So the little bill was $1,700. Now, don't get me wrong. What I love about my neighbor, she was very apologetic. She was very on point. Every time I messaged her, she paid the bill, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I was like, okay, cool. Because, baby, let me tell y'all something. You could call Marquita any day at 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. and I'm watching Judge Judy. So I was ready if she wanted some smoke, baby. Because I was like, I wanted to be an attorney at one point. So I'm getting ready to dig in that tail when we get in this courtroom, girl. So you already know Judge Judy do not play about little dogs being attacked with dogs that are not on leash, honey. I would have ate that ass up in court. So the doctor's office, first of all, the bill was $1,700. That was just an estimate because at the end of the day, it ended up being $1,200. But let's just talk about these wasted visits afterwards. So I got to take my dog in. They want to do an x-ray. They don't want to do an x-ray. The other day, they just changed her cast. 4 days later, I had to bring her back in for her to get her cast changed again. Y'all, let me tell you something. I love my dog. I love my children. I'm going to make sure that they're good. We're going to make sure that they're good. But, let's get a better process because y'all think y'all really the healthcare industry. And all dogs don't have insurance. And let me tell you something about that insurance. My sister-in-law got insurance, dog insurance for her dog, and that mess don't cover nothing. So all of these little bills we be paying out of pocket for our little dogs and stuff like that, don't be trying to milk us. We gonna bring them in because we love them and we care about them. So y'all gonna get y'all little grooming money. Y'all gonna get y'all little shot money. Y'all gonna get y'all little money. So don't be trying to milk us, okay? Leave dog owners alone because we be worried about our dogs because, we don't know nothing about no dogs, so you can tell us anything. A kid, we be like, yeah, they had a temperature, gave them a little Tylenol, gave them a little Motrin, we bringing them back in. But dogs is not the same. So don't be doing that to us.
Before you go, tell everybody what happened when you went to take the trash out.
Oh, let me tell y'all something then. Quickly, I'm gonna do quickly. So then she said, now this 1:00 in the morning, I'm minding my night owl business. I open up the door, look to my left, and who the hell do I see? Mr. Ed over there across the street in the front, barking like he crazy. Get your horse under control. So I send her a message and I take a picture. I'm like, hey, is this your dog? Like it's a bad runaway child or something like this. I messaged her. She told me something. Oh, I'm at work. Girl, and let me tell y'all what else she said to me. This is what really pissed me off. She talking about something, I'm at work and I locked all the doors. Bitch, when do dogs have thumbs? This motherfucker ain't open up the door. He didn't open up the door. He's sneaking out from somewhere else that doesn't have a door. So you locking the door means absolutely nothing to me. It means nothing to me. Like
what is your takeaway?
My takeaway is don't the next thing that come on my property that does not live here, I'm gonna shoot it. We all gonna be in the emergency room. Okay? Don't come on my property playing with me. Keep your horse-sized dogs over there on your property on a leash. Don't break, because you know what? I'm not gonna shoot your daggone dog. I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of chocolates in front of my yard. Come on. All these little loose dogs in the neighborhood, come on in this yard right here. Y'all gonna be eating chocolate. Y'all really gonna that's what I'm gonna do. I know, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Don't take us down because I said I'm gonna shoot somebody. I'm not gonna shoot nobody. When it comes to you, dog, I'm putting chocolates in front of my damn yard. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay? That's all I got to say. Keep these big horse dogs on a leash. If they sneaking out your house, board the daggone house up. Put some bars or something on it. Please, because he's gonna be eating chocolate if he comes to my yard. He's gonna be, it's gonna be trick or treat over here, and he gonna be the trick because he gonna be eating chocolates. Okay, y'all?
He's gonna be a trick.
He's gonna be a trick. I got a trick for your ass. You gonna be eating chocolate. Hope you like it.
Says the very upset pet owner.
Exactly. This is the first time that this ever happened to me, and my 8-year-old daughter witnessed this. So I was already pissed off that she had to see such a traumatic event at 8 years old. She at school crying, can't get it together. Everybody is comforting her. I had to keep her home the next day because she seen this mess go down. And y'all around here just don't so nonchalant about it. Don't worry about it. When your dog around here, if your dog get loose and it come home with chocolate around his mouth, know you're gonna have a vet bill too. We gonna be vet billing it up.
But don't send it to Marquita. Thank you so much, Marquita.
Don't send it to me because it's going in the shredder. Don't send no vet bill to me.
I can't remove you while you're talking.
All right, y'all. Bye. Love y'all. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, I couldn't wait for her to tell her story about the dog, y'all.
Yeah, that's sad.
It is. And it is a true story. People really need to learn how to put their dogs on a leash. People in my neighborhood do it all the time. So what you got for us? What are we talking about today? Because I don't have anything. Nope. I'm not prepared. Yep. Just see her face. She's not used to this, y'all. The roles are reversed. I am the oldest. She's the youngest. So therefore, she's used to me taking her reins. But right now, little sister, it's your show. Yep. I don't have it. So what are we talking about today?
Okay. So we're going to do like a wrap up of the things that we kind of missed while we were gone. In no specific order, but the one thing that we both were like tripping over in the midst of our hiatus was Aaliyah and R. Kelly's alleged daughter on TikTok.
Do you have a picture of her?
I actually have a video.
So the backstory, y'all. So, and so y'all know, just to give you a little backstory for those who've never watched us before, I always have to say this. So if you need to see more of us, because this show just takes you by storm and you just want to see nothing but Tasha, Danielle, Marquita, and Charles, you can go on YouTube where you will have about 65, 70 episodes of nothing but us. What do we talk about? We talk about everything. We talk about things that are happening in the news. We talk about juicy stuff. We have amazing Black History Month topics all around the year because we're Black all the time. So we talk about being Black and all that all the time. So just kind of buckle up on that. We have talk about business stuff, all that. We talk about everything. So if you're watching us and you're like, what do they talk about?
All that.
Okay. So there was a young lady. She says that she's Aaliyah and R. Kelly's daughter. And yes, she took it to the internet.
So let's just take a really quick, I don't know how long this clip is.
We didn't need a couple seconds and then we can.
Hold on, let's see if it makes it go to a new screen. Okay.
That's what I do. That's why I'm crying. And y'all want to say all this, but until you lose a mom, you don't want no.
It's been too long and I'm lost without you.
Oh, I don't know who she is.
And I'm gonna zoom in because I want y'all guys to zoom in and read. Aaliyah mom, Diane, and my daughter, Destiny Aaliyah. I named my daughter after her. The post clearly states.
Go back and do some research since y'all so fans and all. So bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Do you have the one?
I know
No, I don't even know. I can't find her page.
So, guys, it might have gotten taken down. So this young lady.
First post, R. Kelly. What would you tell him if, let's say, he's right here in your face, and it is proven that you are his child? What would you like to tell him?
I just want him to know that if you're not saying certain things because of me and you feel like my life is in danger, then go ahead and say it. And I did resent you as a kid. I was very hurt by you when you cried and you wanted to leave.
Okay, that's enough.
Whew.
It's a disaster. Well, first of all, look at her, y'all.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think that doesn't mean. What about her tells you that she's not?
What about her says that she is Aaliyah and R. Kelly's daughter? Those are two very good-looking people. Two good-looking people don't make an ugly baby.
It's crazy how the internet gives you that opening. Like you can literally say anything. She literally did a TikTok. I think that's how it started. She did a TikTok like telling everybody, like, shut up, Charlie. She did a TikTok telling everybody that she was the daughter of those two. And then it just spiraled. Now she had the nerve to get up there and sing.
Yeah.
They don't have that clip for y'all, but that would have took y'all all the way out. That would have just the internet would have shut down. But she sings. She has multiple videos.
Right.
Correct, Charlie. Exactly.
Okay, she's not ugly. She just doesn't look like them. I agree.
But I'm saying, do all kids look like their parents?
At least one of them.
Don't look at us, y'all. We didn't just because we are similar looking, don't mean that you have to look like your parents.
Let me see if I can find her singing. But yeah, so I think so. The whole thing, my thing is, isn't there some legalities behind it? Can you just go on the internet and say that you're somebody's daughter?
I don't know. Darius, find it for us. Send us a link so we can play it. I don't know. I don't know, but she went viral. This woman is viral. She has interviews. This is a thing. And so if it's that easy, I mean, like I could say I have a love child. Was everybody going to believe me? That's what I'm saying. Like we believe everything. I think it's crazy that we believe everything. And if we don't believe it, why even give the energy towards it? Like I'm not really sure how it even got views. She was nobody before she put that up there. But anyhow, what you got next? Next.
I have the song.
Oh, you have the song. Oh God. Let's not
Listen, can y'all hear it?
This woman. I don't see it. You don't play it.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, Charles is related to Jay-Z, so.
Be careful who I love, and that you always told me to make sure he's right.
Just stop it now. You can stop it.
Always have my eyes.
Yeah, stop it.
Okay. So now we know why I said there's no way she could be.
Okay, you win.
She sings worse than me. And I can't sing.
Well, that's what's happened since we've been gone, y'all. Yep. What else you got?
Okay, let's skip to Michael B. Jordan since that's like the most recent thing that happened. So, was it like a few weeks ago? There was a situation. Michael B. Jordan was on the red carpet, and a young lady said something to him like, "Oh, what did she say to him?"
L'Oreal. So she was talking. She I guess congratulating him on Creed 3, and she makes the comment about the fact that they used to go to school together. they went to like an art school together, performance art school, and she made the comment that he was I think she just made the comment that he went to school with her, and he made the comment, yeah, I was the corny guy.
Okay.
Would you like to take over?
Yes.
Okay.
Because several things. If I'm walking on the red carpet and I see somebody from school who treated me like trash, and that was very many people, even though I was popular, it still was, there were some bullies in that high school. If you are interviewing me, I'm gonna call you out just like he did. I feel like he had to.
So, question for the crowd, because we have quite a few people in here. I think someone asked, do we believe that he can act? I'm sorry, I'm a Michael B. Jordan fan. So I'm the kind of person that watches Creed over and over again. I know the words like I'm 12. So I'm probably not the one to answer that question. I think he can act.
Yes.
And so let's ask the crowd. Please comment below. If you were in his position and you were faced on the red carpet by the person you went to school with, and she was one of the people that used to call you corny, would you have mentioned it? The question is, should he have brought it up?
Well, she brought it up, really. Because if you said to me, if somebody
said like, hey, we went to school together, he didn't have to say anything.
He didn't have to say that. They both know they went to school together. I feel like if somebody comes up to me and even if I see somebody on the street right now and they say to me, oh, hey, we went to school together, and I'd be like, hey, you remember when you were trying to fight me? Let's keep that same energy.
Marquita feels that was sassy of him.
Sassy? Marquita, that wasn't.
Oh, did you see? I'm sorry. So I will say, I don't know if I would have took that route. I have taken look at your face. I have taken the high road. I am actually friends or Facebook friends with the person who tried to beat me down in Denby High School. And I'm
you still some other stuff. You yogaed out. I get it. I did yoga too, but I'm no longer doing it. Here we are. Now, if you see me on the street and you say you try to fight me back in high school, I just don't have no words for you, or I have ill words for you.
So LaWanda said if she was bold enough to say she went to school with him, then she deserved it. And I would say, look at me now.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Hey.
Yeah,
I do think, I think she got what she deserved. So let's take it a little step further. And I'm going to go there. Yeah, I'm going to go there because we're here. So another media professional then turned around and said, okay, Wanda. Another media professional then turned around and said, well, she didn't say it, I did. And so that media professional, which I'm not even going to say her name because I don't want to give her any type of credit personally. So she then took credit for it and said that I said he was corny because he was. The corny guys always turn out to be the good guys. So do you think there is such a thing? Do you think that there is a corny guy stigma? Does the corny guy turn into the good guys? The corny guy that single women, is that who we should look towards, or should we look to the opposite?
Well, this is a whole topic.
Corny.
Might not get to another topic.
We may not, but guess what? It's our show. We can do that. So is there such a thing as a corny guy? You get it. Is that a thing?
Okay, well, first I want to talk about her for a brief second. The fact she should have, my thing is, if you see a boat sinking, don't jump on the boat and then go down with it. I would have just kept my mouth quiet. The girl knew who said it. She could have easily said, my co-host said it, or XYZ said it. That wasn't me. She didn't say that. She should have just kept her mouth quiet, because then she went on and had like segments on news shows, and she like went off the.
They had her on the news. So this media professional, they had her on like Good Morning DC.
Yeah,
and they were like talking to her about how did she feel about being the person.
And she like doubled down. She doubled down. Now the comments on the Shade Room, because although Tasha does not watch the Shade Room, I sometimes go on there to catch up on news very briefly. And the comments is usually what I go for. Now the comments, they dragged her from one side of the United States to the other. And she still was doubling down.
Yeah, she stuck to it.
She stuck to it, but I guess would you have stuck to it, or would you have said, you know what, you're
I mean,
right?
if you said it, you said it. If I had a publicist like me, I would tell her, because that is who I am. I would tell my client, yeah, it's probably a good time to back out.
Okay.
Or
so-
just be quiet. Honestly, if she had just said nothing at all,
yeah.
it would have became irrelevant. Something else would have occurred. The movie is coming out. We have someone in our comments that hates him apparently, but beyond what he says, it's a great movie. And women love Michael B. Jordan, and women love the other guy. What is his name? Jonathan Majors. Women love him. Okay, women love that man. I'm not a huge fan of Jonathan Majors and the way he
I
looks.
love his movies.
I love his movies. I think he's a great actor, but I don't think he's one of the sexiest men alive. I'm sorry.
Well, I've dated worse men that looked like him, so I don't think he's not attractive. I think he's an
I
attractive.
think he falls in the sexiest man alive, though. It's where I'm at with it. I just don't know.
Well, I guess it depends. Let's go back to your question. This is not about Jonathan Majors or me or whatever his name is.
Sorry.
So your original question was, do we think that guys are corny if they're good guys?
Yeah, so that's a question for the crowd too. Is there such thing as the corny guy? And is he that the preferred guy for the woman? Is the corny guy going to marry you, take care of you? Possibly not. A man does not have to take care of you. So let's fix that. Is the corny guy going to marry you and make you happy? Versus the guy, the cool guy who's in school, who everybody loves. He might be a rapper, a drug dealer, a basketball player, a football player, entrepreneur, but he's the cool guy. So is the cool guy the way to go, or is the corny guy the safe bet? Go.
I think that I don't think we should use the word corny anymore.
We're just going by.
Okay, based off of her assumption.
Topic. It's based off of the topic.
Okay, based off of her assumption and the topic, corny guys are better. Sometimes, I mean, I feel like Charlie says, corny guys always win, especially when they blossom into their true selves. Meanwhile, look at all the fake bad butts that were fine back in the day. Where are they now? Jail, deadbeat dads, broke, dead.
Hey.
But I will take corny over out there one day. Yeah, I agree. So that's my thing. And sometimes I think, if we're going to revert, if we're talking about like high school, like in your 30, you can't talk about high school no more. You're talking about maybe 30 in college.
Maybe that's where he kind of he didn't cross the line, but maybe that's where the sassiness came in. Because at our age, there is no corny. There is no, when you're out there dating at the age of, I'm 41. So at the age of 41 and dating, there is no such thing as corny. What is
corny? Somebody opening your door, checking on you in the morning. What's corny?
So it's no such thing.
But apparently she thought it was. Why is he considered corny? Because his clothes fit? I don't get it.
Yeah, she's corny for that. But anyhow, moving right along. See, we're able to move on. See, you didn't think we'd ever get off this topic. Here we are.
Do you know who Tim Norman is?
I feel like I do. Tell me who Tim Norman is.
Okay, I was reading the comments. So Tim Norman, so there was a reality show on the OWN network called Sweetie Pies. And it was based off of the little old lady who had the bakery shop. I guess she was like a background singer or part of an old singing group. She had a son named Tim Norman, and
he had really wide hips.
Very wide hips and a big butt, I think.
Yes.
And it looks worse.
I mean, if you watch the show, you'll be like, oh, that's you said Sweetie Pies. You said Tim. It made me think of his wide hips. It is
wide hips. Tim's hips look like mine. My hips were made for bearing children. I'm just telling you, they have always been like that. Okay,
I did that show. I like the show.
Yeah, it was a good show. So Tim basically set up his nephew, I think it was, set him up, killed him, and did that so he could get the insurance money. So there was
So he paid somebody to kill the nephew, I believe.
He paid someone to kill the nephew. He paid the girl that was maybe the girlfriend that was talking to him to lure him out the house to get shot. He paid the insurance man was after him. The insurance agent was a part of it. It was a whole thing. So like the insurance agent, the girl got like 36 months, which is, I don't think that's enough, but I don't know how much the guy that
And so they all were in on it.
Yes.
What's crazy to me, you know how you always listen to
sentence. That's why we're talking about
it's crazy to me because you always listen to stories and we always ask like who was it and what color and race they were and things like that. But this is where you know that won't nothing involved with this about race, whether you black or white. This won't nothing but money and the devil. Because this right here was nothing but pure evil. He was out to, how do you do that to your own blood? I don't care what trouble you got going on.
And he was actually living with them because he was trying to stay out of trouble.
Yes.
Like wherever else he was from or living. Like he came to Sweetie Pie's to work.
Right.
I think there were like 2 nephews that were working.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wait,
so the one that was.
It's not that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that one. It's the other.
Was the one that was in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. But like Charles said, several of Montgomery's family members, including his mother, Michelle Graves, asked that Norman be sentenced to life. So his family wanted him gone. I mean, that's just pure evil. And it's very, very sad because I can only imagine like what they're living with that, the grief that you have to live with that, because that's your family member. You know how you think about people who you bring into the lives of others. You had no control over this. That was completely a mess.
Yeah, I can't remember what her name is. Miss Bobby? What's the lady's name?
I don't know. I watched it, but I don't know where her. I don't know.
Oh, well, another reference to him is, remember he used to date the girl from Basketball Wives.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, he did.
Long hair.
Yes, he did. I remember that.
I don't know how he got her.
It was the hips.
His wide hips. I guess she liked them wide hips.
What else you got?
Okay, so he said, Jalen says he was stealing her money to open new stores. I think
so he was taking her money too. I didn't know that. I think I know that. I think there was some extortion too. It was a lot of different things that they found out that he had been doing.
Yeah.
He was the criminal, basically.
I think he went to jail though before.
Did he have a criminal past?
I think he did. And maybe
no.
Yeah, I think yes, he did have a mohawk the whole time.
He was able to maintain his hawk.
I think the little boy had one too. They had matching mohawks. So something else that happened while we were away was Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had this documentary that came out that blew up everything. Did you watch it?
Yes, did I? I was stuck. I watched that documentary in I think a day, like it was Saturday, and I just could not. I looked at her in a whole nother light because I didn't know that she was just so for us. As much I knew she was, but I didn't know that there was all this other stuff going on. So it just showed me a lot about her, and I looked at her a lot differently, I think. And then with I don't know, this royal family, they for the birds. So I don't care what y'all say. YouTube can take this off the air if they like, but the way they handled that situation was so ugly. And then like the whole process with his mom, like Princess Diana, and watching that.
So let's go back for a second because some people may not even be aware of what we're talking about. So Meghan Markle is basically the Black princess now. And Prince Harry is Princess Diana's son. So we're talking about the royal family, basically. So they had a documentary on Netflix, and they sat down and talked to them about everything from the moment they met to the moment they left the palace, they weren't even really staying in the palace, which I thought was bizarre. Did you see that? Did you see the house they were staying in?
Yes.
It's like the size of my apartment.
They were like thugging it out too, struggle bus.
Yeah, but it was on like the premises, but still, like it wasn't the ideal.
Don't you think it was funny that he didn't really get how they were treating them until later on down the line? Like
that's because he's white still.
Yeah, he really didn't get like, okay, they're not treating you normal. They're treating you like this because your wife is Black.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why he was surprised because although Princess Diana wasn't Black, she was different.
Mhm.
And that's why. And she
And
was like,
against
was
the grain.
like, yeah, she was against the grain, and the people liked her and taking up way too much spotlight, which something is the royal family only wants to be in the spotlight, them, no one else.
But what blew my mind was the articles. Hey, Jax. What blew my mind was the articles that were being put out while she was going through her mental breakdown. This woman had thought about killing herself.
But you know who put those articles out?
I know.
The brother, y'all.
Yes. I don't know. But what's funny is all this is happening in today's world. I don't really know what we were doing over here in America. So that was interesting to me too. I knew that there was some mess happening over there. Does that make sense? But I did not know Charles. Charles was his name. Charles said that Charles was his name. So I didn't know. And I hate that for her and us. Because she's an American, I mean, and she's also an African American, and she was going through hell and high water over there. They had newspapers with. Did you see where there was a monkey on the newspaper?
Yeah, it was bad.
And
what would we have done? I mean, not saying that we shouldn't have been outraged.
But as her friends did, her friends were very supportive.
They tried though. They had that interview.
They did. So if anybody hasn't seen the documentary on Netflix, I will be honest. The only reason I watched it is because my sister mentioned it or my mom mentioned it. Someone in my family mentioned that they watched it, which is why I watched it. The front of it says it's not riveting for me enough. Like the icon when you're on Netflix, it's not riveting. It doesn't bring me in and say, oh, this is going to be good or teach me anything new. So I do recommend that others watch it because it was more like a history lesson as well of kind of a snapshot. I just think it's crazy how all these things are happening in the world, and sometimes you're just kind of blind to it. You don't know what's going on.
And I will say the reason why I watched this because I do have a slight fascination with maybe not necessarily the royal family, but Princess Diana and like everything that she had to go through. I remember Sugar telling me to like watch The Crown, and I still need to finish watching The Crown. But it's actually very good.
Slow watch.
I
tried. I tried. I've tried like twice, and I can't get it.
Yeah, I'm still trying because it's like it does make sense. It puts like pieces together for the documentary. It's like, oh well, these people were crazy from the beginning.
Yes, absolutely. Do we have time for one more thing or no?
I don't have one more thing. Do you?
Are we done? I think we were going to talk a little bit about, I don't really want to spend a lot of time on this, but I think R. Kelly was on the list. So since we've been gone, R. Kelly is going to jail. And I don't know, this I didn't know, and I don't know if you knew it, but Lifetime actually had another documentary.
I watched
it. I watched it late one night, and I was blown away.
It was so bad, y'all.
I was blown away by the things that they found on this second documentary. So if anybody has time, go in and watch it.
A little short synopsis.
I think they dug into some more women. And so there were more women. There was one really quickly because I'm headed to a concert.
Oh, that's right. You gotta go. She gotta go.
It's okay. So really quickly, there was one where a reporter, she actually, did you see that?
Where I'm the thing that
she met R. Kelly.
Yes, she was held hostage.
A reporter was held hostage, y'all.
So when I said this is out of hand because she did not even consent to like wanting to see him in that way. She was there
to do an interview. She was there to interview Robert Kelly and was held hostage. So I must say, I'm part of an elite group, the Battlegrounds, and we talk about music and we play music and we judge music. And a lot of times R. Kelly is a big controversial thing that we discuss or don't discuss because it's so funny. And I do listen to the music over the man. I'm a big feeling of that. But the disgust I had by watching that documentary of him holding people hostage
Well, because and she was just doing a job. I think the other thing is really quick point before you leave is that the people on the documentary were also saying like how they felt when they were listening to the tapes in the like jury, like the tapes that the jury got to listen to. People had to walk out of the room. It was disgusting what he was like saying, how he was talking to these women. What's the documentary called, Tasha?
Fine.
It's probably like Surviving R. Kelly.
Yes, that's it. I think it's Surviving R. Kelly. It is. It's actually on Netflix now. Get Out of Town. So you should have a lot to watch, Jackie. Jax, shout out to Jax. She's my realtor and my friend. So yeah, check out Surviving R. Kelly, that second part. Of course, if you haven't seen the first part, please watch that. But the second part is what blew me.
Now, the first part had me here in Atlanta worried that R. Kelly, remember that? The first few nights we watched this R. Kelly stuff, we was on it, obsessed. That's probably a poor character trait.
My sister probably did no work because all we did
on. I thought R. Kelly was coming to put me in the sex rings.
We were so obsessed with this R. Kelly story.
Bad. We had group chats.
And what's crazy, there's still a woman that's out there missing because of R. Kelly.
Ooh.
Jocelyn. No one knows where she is. They said Jocelyn was pregnant. They said Jocelyn is married to R. Kelly now, but no one knows any of this to be true. No one's seen Jocelyn. She's
but
like
the Savages were a little. Something was up with them.
Yeah, well, the Savages aren't the biggest resource either. But the fact that she, even like the other girl, I can't think of her name. One of the whatever the other girl's name was.
We even followed her mom. we requested the mom's Instagram.
Here's a funny story that we're gonna leave you guys with, and then we're gonna go. So me and my sister, although you probably think I'm an amazing fitness professional, she's an amazing something. I'm not gonna say her job on this air because she may not want people to know. We also are publicists, and we have a PR agency that's been around since 2018. So behind the scenes, we make magic happen that no one knows about. We had a very long phone conversation.
Oh, that's another episode.
We had a long phone conversation with R. Kelly's assistant because she was interested in us assisting her.
Yep.
True story.
It was her, and then do we ever talk to her sister?
We were supposed to talk to her sister. Yeah. We have her phone number in our phones. But to be honest, after we get off the phone with her, I don't think we felt comfortable.
I was all in. I was ready to ride out as long as I have an alias.
We weren't gonna go. I am Namaste, and
we weren't gonna go under. We weren't gonna do it under BHVA PR. We were gonna do it under an alias name. Remember?
Yeah, we weren't gonna do it under our name. We use that for branding. Because technically, what we're not saying, we're not gonna say their names, but the assistant was A-OK for R. Kelly. So it was a very interesting part in our business because we had to determine that's an ethical call, y'all.
Yeah,
because we truly, I believe that R. Kelly's done everything they said he did. Yeah. So the question I held to my sister, which apparently you guys already know how she felt, but the question I held is like, what do we do? Do we represent someone?
I get it. It wasn't that. I understand. It wasn't that. I mean,
I think we didn't follow through with it. I mean,
huh?
I said we didn't follow through with it.
We didn't do it. I mean, I don't even think, I don't think we wouldn't have gone through with it. I think that our moral compass wouldn't have led us, guys, that when it comes down to it. But
the information that we had from the call that we had was enough to make us say, it was enough.
We didn't know where she was coming from before we had the call. Before we had the call, it was like, this is amazing. This is a great opportunity. Let's get on it. And then we realized she was a R. Kelly cheerleader.
I just remember that. Like you put that on the list, but that wasn't even something that I had planned on sharing. It was a very interesting free consultation call, by the way, and we don't do those. So
not anymore.
Not anymore. But anywho, Thank y'all so much for tuning back in. We would like to say that this is not a every Sunday type of thing. Next time we do this will be at 7 p.m. hopefully. And it won't be every Sunday. Maybe we'll push for every other because we know y'all miss us, but we be having stuff to do, y'all. So Danielle, you want to take us out of here with any lasting words?
Yes, we want to thank you guys for tuning into ORNOT Podcast. If you aren't following us, please go and follow us on all of our platforms. That's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We are everywhere, y'all. We are on all the podcasts. iHeart, Apple. We are like the good stuff in the grocery store on the outside, all the fruits and veggies. Follow us there. And we hope you guys have an amazing week. We hope you start off fresh. We hope that this was to kickstart your week, some good energy. And yeah, I think that's it. We're just happy.
No, you have to tell them about pouring.
Oh, okay, that's true. It's been so long.
I'm ready.
Trying to get my video queued up. So yes, we are once again happy to be here with you guys. We are here to pour into you so that you can go out in the world next week and pour into others positively.
Yes, set your intentions. Be great.
Yes, and that's it. Catch us whenever we decide to come back. I don't.
We can do that, though. Have a good night, y'all.
All right, bye, guys.